Hey everybody, welcome back to another Tech Digest video. This time I'll be cleaning up some interior pieces with, yep, you got it right, some soap, water, and Armor All. So, cue the salsa music. So I went over last time. All of these parts are from my 1984 Toyota Corolla, which was my first car back in like 04, 05. Can't remember which year, but that was my first car. So a lot of this stuff is really old. I'm just gonna hit it with some soap, some water, then I will do a little bit of Armor All to kind of clear it up a little bit. Some of the stuff is just sun faded. It's probably not gonna clear up much. We'll see if I get to actually use it. There are some parts like, you know, these old Pioneer speakers that probably work, but are really old. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna put music back in my car. Might just do like a USB charger with like Bluetooth bullet type of deal. But yeah, this is what we have going on. I'm just gonna take these speakers out, clean everything up, and see what we're left with. So yeah, I don't have something this small. It's not a 6mm. I don't know what it is, but I don't have something that small. I tried using one of those like screwdrivers with the little socket and stuff, but that didn't work. So let's cue the salsa music in a bit. But I've always been a big fan of Pioneer. I guess growing up, my father is into salsa music, and we had a really good home stereo system back in the day, and everything was Pioneer. So when it came time to get parts for my own, well, for my car, Pioneer was the way to go, and I've always stood with that that brand when it came down to audio. Now maybe the speakers aren't the greatest, you know, I'm sure the audio heads out there will have something to say, but when it comes down to the interface of the radios, I've always enjoyed them. And check this out. Here is the first radio I ever purchased back in the day, or at least a face. Yeah, this was not top of the line, but it was pretty close, pack for like 04, 05. Even came with this snazzy remote, and yes, I used it a lot. Driving around, just volume up, volume down, you know, it's pretty funky. But let's get this out of here. On to the next one. I really hate how these screws don't match up, but it is what it is. This one's on pretty tight. Make sure I don't break anything. Some of my interior bits are not the cleanest, you know. I'll have some little scuffs and chunks of plastic missing off of them, but that's just, you know, it's age. It's car's almost 40 years old, or at least these interior parts are 40 years old, and this is kind of what you get. Alright, so now that that's out, cue the salsa music. So everything here is just drying off. Not really the most optimal conditions, but it's sunny out. It's hot and dry off quick, I can pull these parts in and use some Armor All. And I know I made fun of my fellow Puerto Ricans who love using this stuff to make everything shiny. I'm personally not a big fan. I just really don't like that kind of like tacky feel it leaves to it. I wish there was just like a, I don't know, a matte finish version, kind of like the Griot's Garage tire shine that I use. But really, this stuff has been around for a long time. You know, hot rod guys used it probably first and kind of all trickled down, and hey, what works works, and we'll see what it can do with this blue interior, which, if you didn't know, is the best color interior. I know everybody goes crazy over red and maroon, gross, and black, which is boring, but blue is the way to go. And it's unfortunate I don't have a full blue GTS interior, but it is what it is. Cue that salsa music version 7 at this point. Well guys, that's about it. I'm done cleaning up and, you know, using Armor All to polish up these pieces as best as I can and kind of protect them in a way. Some of you guys might be like, well, you're polishing up turds, because this stuff is really just scuffed up, stained, cracked, broken. So I'm not really sure. I think I might just do like a lower dash delete in a way, kind of remove those bottom pieces. Just do the center console, shifter, whatnot, kind of keep it looking like that. You know, it's more of a track car, you know, than a show car. So while I will take it out to events and different types of meets and whatnot to be part of the community, I'm not really looking for a show car look. So I appreciate all your guys' input. Please comment, like, subscribe, and see you guys soon.